Mama Starr here, and I'm here with another version of Ask Mama Starr. Today, our question comes from Sue, and Sue wants to know, what can I do to enhance my gifts or explore them further or find out who my guides are? So I have another video, check the link for that one, about how to connect with your guides. So be sure and check in the comments for that, because I have a specific meditation. But yes, the way you find out who your guides is through meditation. So the specific method that I use goes through your energetic system, through your chakras, and it's basically when you're in this meditation, you ask for a guide to be shown to you, and they show up. Now, how to enhance your gifts or explore your gifts. Practice. Lots and lots of practice. One of my very, very, very favorite fact that I ever learned was that the ancient Egyptians believed that we have 360 senses, not just 5. I believe that's really pointing to everybody has a gift. We are all intuitive. We all have an inner knowing, and it may come to us in different ways. It may come to us through claircognizance, our inner knowing. It may come to us through scent or sight. We may have visions. We may hear things auditorially or not necessarily. We may feel things in our body, but it's not all in our brain. It's all throughout our body. We have 360 senses all around us. So the way to enhance them is, number one, to pay attention to them and believe that you have them, and then practice. One of the things we do in my Divine Connections class, where I teach people how to learn this, is that we will pick a person to read. We do a meditation first, we pick a person to read, and so everyone will focus on this one person and ask their questions internally about this person, and we'll go through an entire checklist of, is there an image, is there a sight, is there a sound, is there a smell, is there a touch? We go through all of those, plus is there a picture, are there words coming to you? So as you're focusing on someone to read, just go through that checklist and ask those questions. And again, you'll find a link to my guide on how to do that in comments. But you just open yourself up to the information coming to you from a variety of ways. And also pay attention to what you're attracted to. Like, I know a couple of people who are what I call geomancers. They like rocks. They love rocks. And so they can feel vibrations and messages from crystals and rocks. So that's how they learned how to discern their gifts. I have another friend who, when we first started training her, all she could see were colors. And we had to start exploring, well, okay, if you're seeing a color, what does that mean to you? You say you're seeing orange. Okay, let's go find the symbolism of orange. You may see a number repeated throughout the day. Like, we're always talking about angel numbers. So you may see a 444 or a 555, or you may even see, like, in one day, 111, 222, 333, 444. And those are all ways that guides communicate with you, is through things that catch your attention. So what you want to do then is remember, Google is your friend. So if you see a repeating number often, go and search angel number ... And you will find Joanne Sacred Scribes. You'll find any number of resources, but my favorite is Joanne Sacred Scribes, that will explain the symbolism of that number. If you see a certain animal, I remember one time I lived in a 2-story house. I was on the 2nd floor of the house in the bathroom and looked out the window, and there was a hummingbird. And it was unusual for me to see a hummingbird on the 2nd floor right in front of my window. So I was like, oh, there's a message. Hummingbird symbolism. Go to Google. Hummingbird symbolism. What does that mean? Random things will come to you. go Google it and find out if there's some kind of symbolism associated with that. And that will teach you to really start to pay attention to the messages that you're receiving. Let me think if there's anything else that I can remember from that. Just a quote that something to the effect of, we can either see that there's no magic in the world, or we can see that there's magic everywhere. And I like to see that there's magic everywhere, and there's symbols and messages for me everywhere. So if you see something that's a little bit out of place, pay attention to it, go Google it, and see if you can find out what that message is. But again, just practice. You want to learn more, you want to hook up with me, and I will be happy to teach you how to do that. And if there's enough demand, we'll start a class again, because it's such a fascinating study. As a matter of fact, be checking these links, because you never know when I'm going to schedule one. Anyway, so enhancing your gifts is recognize that you have them, pay attention to signs and symbols, and use Google as your friend. Pay attention to unusual situations and look for the symbology there, and ask lots of questions. Is there a sight? Is there a sound? Is there a taste? Is there a touch? Is there, all of that? Go through all of that so that you can get the information that you need. I want to give you an example. I think I've given it in one of my other ones. I think I gave it in a blog, but one of the times we were in a class and sitting around and oh, this is another thing. Be willing to be wrong. It's okay. But we were in a situation where we were practicing. A group of us were practicing, and our leader said, same thing. We focused on the one girl, and then she went through the list, through the list of questions. And one girl comes in, and as we're all sharing what the images that we got, and I was wrong a lot. I was often wrong, but a lot of times I was right too. But one of the girls says, I don't know why I'm getting this picture, but I keep seeing a pumpkin. The girl who's being read said, well, that's because I call my daughter Pumpkin. So realize also that the symbols that you mean, you may be picking up somebody else's symbology, you may be picking, or you may be reading someone. And so sometimes it may not make sense to you, but it will make sense eventually. So I hope that helps. Be sure to check the comments for ways to get more training and connect with me to get more training. And yeah, we will see you later. Have a good one. If you're enjoying this content, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you'll find out whenever I am uploading new content. And I'm uploading a lot of it. A lot of you guys have questions, and I'm excited to answer them for you.